1967 Jaguar Series 1 E-Type here. It's a 4.2 petrol. It's the 2+2 UK car. Showing just 2 owners from new, this one, from what we can find out there. It says the first owner bought the car new 67, and then in 2007, it says on the logbook that it was bought by the current vendor, who then had the car restored, and it was brought out in 2017-18 was when it was first MOT'd after the restoration. It was then just parked up, part of the deceased sale, this one. So it was restored and then parked up. And as you can see, it's a nice looking thing. It's going to want some recommissioning work. The brakes are a little bit sticky and things like this. It's going to want some sort of time more than money on this just to get it right. It was, like I say, it was restored, MOT'd, and then just parked up. Deceased estate, deceased sale, this one. Very sensibly priced. It's a very pretty looking car. We have got a heritage certificate there saying that the car was factory cream. It got all new bumpers and wires and chromes and stuff during the restoration. That's why they're so nice. It's been stored well as well, clearly. But like I say, when I drove it onto our photo booth, you could tell that the brakes were binding on. The clutch is a little bit unresponsive. It's working, but it's a little bit sort of slow and things like that. So it's going to want a careful recommissioning in the right places. I think a lot of expenditure has already been spent on this. So if we go up the bonnet, it's lovely and straight and tidy, all lovely and shiny. The chrome work is new. When it was restored, you can tell that I've wiped all the grease off where it's been protected, so it's been stored correctly. You can't fault it for that. Headlights are crystal clear, no nastiness on the nose cone there. All lovely and tidy and shiny all the way around there. No dings, no dents, perfectly straight across that lovely massive bonnet there. The mouth's all good as well. As we come round and down that right hand side, like I say, all the chrome wires, there's not a speck of rust on them. It's been stored dry and correctly. There's no nastiness coming through on the arch, there's no rust anywhere. It's lovely and straight and tidy all the way across. The gentleman that's been looking after these cars did say that isn't rust, it's all wax oil coming through underneath there. So I will go underneath the floor so you can see it as much as we can see, so you can have a good look around this one. Lovely and straight in all the right places, no nastiness as you come down the door. The paint job is nice. There's 1 or 2 little bits of marking around the handle, no big chips out the back of the door. Like I said, it was parked up after the restoration, so it's as you'd expect it to be. Across the roof there, we have got a few little bubbles in the paint, and I did notice in the right light there's a little bit of paint shrink on the roof, but your nose has to be touching it for you to notice that. All the chrome works lovely all the way around the windows. Look at that there, that's obviously been re-chromed around the windows. Coming down that rear quarter, there's a little mark in the paint there, like a drip more than anything. Another one further back, but no dings or dents. No rust coming through around there. And like I say, all the wheels, there's not a speck of rust on them. Chrome works all new across the back, onto the lower valance and exhaust system. I'm going underneath the car there so you can have a good look. You'll see the surface corrosion on the brakes and things like that. All lovely and tidy, lights are all good. No pitting in the chrome work at all across the back end. Like I said, I've told you, I've just wiped all the grease off this. Down that lovely tailgate onto the twin exhaust system there, which you can see, there's no nastiness there at all. Nothing to whinge about. I did notice on one of the quarters, a little bit of waviness in the paint there. On that side, this side seems to be okay. It's a little bit flat there, but it's all good. Around the fuel filter cap's nice. In there's all good as well. Nothing to complain about on the chrome there. As we come down that left-hand side, no dings, no dents, no nastiness. All the windows are crystal clear as well. Some very light pitting on the chrome there. Nothing nasty on the door. All good. The clothes nice as well. Across the lower half on the left-hand side. Again, underneath, so you can have a good look at that sill section and all the wax oil. Up the sill section is lovely and tidy and straight across there. Lovely and fresh on that whole left-hand side. Nothing really to complain about in the paint. Nothing to claim about on the arches. Let's say it was restored and then put away. It was MOT'd at that point. So it's as you'd expect to find it. All lovely and shiny. Across the front end, interior wise, it's going to want a little bit of a gathering up in here. Things like it's got an aftermarket wheel on it. Door cards all lovely and tidy. Carpet set, want a gentle clean, but again, they're all new. Seats lovely. That hasn't been over restored or restored at all. Nice and soft. No rips or spits in that. The steering wheel wants sorting out and the column is loose. I did drive it in and off the trailer and things like that, but the column is loose. Dashboard's good. Dials are all nice and clear. No cracks in those there. There is a radio blanker in again, that would want sorting out. Headlighting seems to be all good. The rear seats again, lovely and tidy and straight, all nice and original on the interior, but a good gathering up in there just to make it the car deserves to be. We'll go into the boot now. I'll pull the release there. Doors shut well. Nothing being slammed there at all. Into that lovely big boot. And again, all lovely and tidy in the boot. No nastiness there at all. Lift this boot floor up so we'll have a little look at the fuel tank and the spare wheel well. All heavily wax oiled in there as well. And around and down onto the left hand side front door, same again in there. All nice and tidy on the door card, no rips or tears. Carpet set's all good. Seats lovely and straight, still sections are nice as well. Backs of the seats are good. Just want that steering wheel and that column sorting out in there, and a nice radio or something to put in. Under the engine bay now, if you really inspect it sort of magnifying glass wise, you'll see one or two little imperfections in the paint, but your nose is going to be touching that there. You can have a look inside there. I didn't notice that that loom isn't clipped in on the pin there either. All nice and tidy in there. Have a look at the stamps there as well. Like it wants a bigger battery and that one's clamped in properly, things like that. It's had a little bit of light recommissioning to get to us, some fresh fuel put in it. It does start well, which I'll do now. So, ignition on. A little bit of choke, I would say. A couple of pumps. Things like the ignition light stays on, the gauges, only that gauge seems to be working. So some time more than money really on this one. We'll get the choke off, it'll tip over nicely there, which it is. And there we have it. It's a 1967 Jaguar Series 1 4.2 2 plus 2 in the cream white there, all new chrome work. Like I say, it was restored and put away. It was restored and then came out in 2017-18, MOT'd, and then it's been put away since then. So it's going to want some light recommissioning work, i.e. the brakes, like I say, they seem to be sticking on, things like that. Some gentle time and love put into that one just to bring it back to where it should be. It's obviously had a massive expenditure. Heritage certificates here with us as well. Any further questions, give us a shout.